Hi there everyone, and welcome to my first of what I hope to be many installment of games of Trump here from Inflow versus Blade, the Zerg player from Quantum Gaming. Hope you guys enjoy. We're going to go ahead and get started. As you can see here, we have Blade spawning as a teal Zerg in the what position? 6 o'clock or so? No, actually 7 o'clock or so. Sorry about that. And Trump up here at the 12 o'clock position. Both players saying good luck, have fun. Actually, I ended up recording this game, but I forgot to hit the record button on my fraps, so this is just me redoing this, so let's hopefully it goes better this time. Basically, you can see here, Blade is scouting with his Overlord into the lower position. For you that don't know, this Overlord will actually be able to see any command center or any main building before the main building will be able to see it, so the Overlord just peeks in just a little bit. He'll be able to see that. Looking back over to the Terran player, he does go at 10 depot, and he does wall off his ramp, which is a very smart thing to do against Zerg, so Zerglings can just overwhelm any type of player without a wall off. We have a 9 Overlord coming in here from Blade, and he does send out a scout on 10, which will locate his Terran opponent. And it looks like we're going to have a 12 Rex be thrown down. Yes, a 12 Rex is thrown down. As you can see, Blade does realize that there is no opponent here, and as a Zerg, or as his drone comes waltzing into the base. Looks like we're gonna have a 13 refinery be thrown down, and a 15 or 16 pool, I'm assuming, yes. So we have a 16 pool being thrown down to Blade is going for a more economical build rather than a 14 pool. He does opt to a 16 pool. He's going to go for a later hatch over here, and he does have this Overlord positioned over the top of the area just to make sure that there's going to be no bunkers placed down right here, probably right here or right here, just for that nice little choke area. And to deny this hatchery and to funnel in the Zerglings, essentially you need roaches to take that down. As you can see here, our drone is coming down to make this hatchery as our first Marine, and Orbital Command Center are coming up. And there goes our hatchery, started as it should be. And we do have this wall being finished off, and we have another refinery, so we're probably going to see some mech heavy play, as this is still patch 15. I did not get any patch 16s for my players yet. Hopefully I will do so. Since I'm going to take a small break real quick and mention that I don't know how to block this free play bar. For anyone that's watching that would like to show me, that would be awesome. And Blade is getting his first extractor, and his queen is on the way, as we have this hatchery about halfway done. It looks like we have a factory coming down, so we're probably going to see a Hellion harass coming in. We'll see if this is going to be a refinery or a tech lab by this barracks. It is going to be a tech lab, so we are going to have a switch here, and who knows, we might have a quick siege tank push or something along those lines with the mass marines. We'll just have to see. The queen does pop out and ejects larva, and we do have a roach warrant going down after Blade did scout this factory right here. This is the only bad thing about this positioning here, is it helps to make a tight base and help against Bailings, but it also reveals tech very easily. As you can see, this positioning right here, the Bailings and Zerglings will have to funnel through this small spot, and as you can see right here, it's about that big, so only a few Zerglings fit in there. And we are going Hellions, and the pre-igniter upgrade is started. As you can see, the starport is already coming out, and our roach warrant is just about done. As you can see, rather than opting to spray larva, we do have a creep tumor being thrown down, which is probably the right choice, as you can just spread your creep pretty easily to these two expansions and easily have roaches, spine crawlers, and queens travel up and down. We do have a spine crawler going down in a very nice place right here. As you can see, it seals it off pretty nicely, and our first Hellion is on the way. Let's see if he can actually inflict any type of damage here. As you can see, he opts to go ahead and just skip the extensions completely and travel into the main. And it looks like, right, yes, we do have 3 roaches pop out just in time, and this Hellion is going to get out alive with just 8 HP. So, pretty nice stuff there. Basically, no drones died, but he does leave with his Hellion intact. As you can see, we do have a siege tank mode coming and a siege tank, and we do have the first Viking being coming out, so he's going to be able to probably hunt down this Overlord from the looks of things, unless he heads up here. And we do have a first medevac, so we're probably going to have some kind of Hellion or Siege Tank drop. We'll have to see which. And, nope, that Viking is going to end up catching the Overlord, so that Overlord is short for life and is going to food block, I believe. And as you can see, he does queue up 2 more Overlords, and he has this other Queen coming up at his expansion. And he is actually finishing off his hatchery, so that's going to be very nice. And he is spreading this creep tumor to other various locations. And we do have this Siege Tank picked up, and is probably going to drop it in this area. As you can see, the little rally points coming. And just lay down some harassment on this hatchery, these drones, and any type of buildings that might be put up over here. And our Queen at the expansion does come up and they want to spew larva. Excuse me. And you can see our Viking and our medevac are placed here just to further the vision of the Siege Tank, as it has a long range, but its vision does not reach that far. And as you can see with his positioning, he's able to reach the hatchery. Should probably put him right about here, as he can just barely touch the hatchery and put enough of damage on it. But right here it's vulnerable to roaches coming up and pushing it, just because of the 3 range. So I mean, just right back here he might be able to avoid the roaches 3 range and still be able to do damage. It looks like the roaches do engage, the Queen ended up dying, and the tank is going to go down, and this Overlord is going to go down also, so not too bad of a trade-off. And as you can see here, we have another medevac coming in now to drop off 1 more tank and 4 Marines. So we'll see how that pans out. We actually had 2 more roaches come up, so Blade's going to be semi-ready for this. And actually, the tank is placed in the same exact position. It's going to be able to be picked off. And we have the creep tumor dying from Splash here. As the Splash is still very strong. We actually have this Spine Crawler being focused down now. And this Overlord does move into range, and we have 5 roaches coming. 1 goes down. The tank is focusing the Spine Crawler rather than the roaches, and the roaches take down the Siege Tank, and we'll be able to take down these Marines with much ease. As you can see, that the Overlord does die, but they're still able to keep vision just for a little bit.